Are you thinking about moving to Da Nang, Vietnam in 2026? Well, I just got back from there. I spent 4 days and 3 nights, and I have some things to tell you before you make up your mind. In this video, I'm going to tell you 5 things and 5 reasons why I would not move to Da Nang, Vietnam in 2026. Welcome to Rooted in Roaming. I'm Ebony. Let's get started. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. All right, reason number one, and this is a big one, is I don't have community in Da Nang. Since I've traveled abroad over the past year, I have realized how much having community really is to have a fulfilling life wherever you are. And in Da Nang, I don't know anybody. I know that there's a lot of expats there. I could clearly see that while I was down there, but I don't know them people. Here in Ho Chi Minh City, I'm building a network. I have neighbors, I have other expats that I've met, and we help each other. You know, we give each other information, and that is so important, period, in life. But especially when you're living abroad, you don't, you have to be intentional about why you're moving somewhere. What are you looking to get out of that place? And so community is a big part of it for me as to why I wouldn't move to Da Nang in 2026. Number two reason is it's very touristy. It is, especially Hoi An. I could stay in Da Nang for a week or two, maybe up to a month, right? But in Hoi An, I wouldn't recommend any expat stay there long term because it's such a small community, and they've already built it with the native people there, and you are going to stick out like a sore thumb. You can't blend in if you're not Vietnamese, you know? And with that being said, there's shops everywhere. There's 700 tailors alone that make clothes in Hoi An, Da Nang area. So every 2 seconds, you're being pulled by different vendors and shop owners saying, "Hey, where you from? Where you from? Come in my shop. Come shop with me." And they're not super aggressive, but they don't take no for an answer the first time. So that would be very overwhelming. I could not live in Hoi An. Da Nang, I could get by with a little bit more time because it's not so aggressive with the vendors. And it's a little less touristy, but it's still very touristy. But it has the beach there. It has, you know, restaurants, shops. So but no, I wouldn't want to live in a spot where there's so many people coming and going, um, that where you feel like you really won't be able to fit in. Of course, I already feel like, you know, everybody knows I'm a tourist right here, but in Ho Chi Minh City. However, in Hoi An, Da Nang, you will not be a part of that community at all. So it's little gnats flying. So I cannot live in an environment where it's so transient. It would be super hard to build community like that, um, where it's so touristy. So that's a no for me. Number three, housing. Housing. Now, when I went to Da Nang, I stayed in an Airbnb, and it was like a 4.9 rated Airbnb out of 5 stars. So I had high hopes. It wasn't bad, but I could just tell it had been ran through, right? And that goes with it being so touristy. The housing, you're going to have mold there. You're going to have to deal with that because Da Nang has a very lengthy rainy season. I would suggest if you're going to Da Nang to go the beginning of February until the end of October. November through January, it's going to rain and you're not going to be able to enjoy those beautiful beaches. But back to housing. So I did think that housing is affordable. I'm sure you could find something under $1,000 if you wanted to rent monthly and sign a lease long term. But I don't know what quality you're gonna get, right? Like if it rains a lot, if there's a lot of wear and tear on the properties, you know, you if you want to get something nice, you're gonna be paying more, is what I'm saying. So, and it's so important when you're traveling or just in general life, like your house has to be comfortable. I have to be comfortable where I'm living to even feel like I could be at home. And here in Ho Chi Minh City, I found housing, a nice apartment in a great community that I feel comfortable in, that my son feels comfortable in. And so I can't be moving, right, if I don't find adequate, equivalent housing that I already have. So keep that in mind. And I've talked to some other friends that I've met here, and because a lot of people try it out, they like, I'm going to Da Nang. I want to see what it's all about and see if I could live down there. But I just had a friend come back after less than a week there. They were there less than a week, and I texted and was like, hey, how's it going? I hope you guys are enjoying Da Nang. And she was like, nah, you know, we don't like our housing. And then a couple of days later, she was like, we're back in Ho Chi Minh City. I was like, oh, wow. So if you're not comfortable where you lay your head, it's going to be a bad experience. All right, number 4, I'm looking down at my notes, guys. Number 4, the weather. Like I mentioned before, I luckily missed the rainy season, but the weather in Da Nang is so, they got rainy season and not rainy season, but their rainy season is so lengthy, extensive, like, so it would be hard to live in paradise, but it's raining all the time. Who don't like a little rain? But when you can't go to the beach or when you can't just like walk around because it's raining, it puts a damper on the mood. So, and it gets colder in Da Nang than it does Ho Chi Minh City. I am currently here in District 9 of Ho Chi Minh City, and we barely get rain. I've been here almost 4 months, and I probably could count on my one hand the amount of times that it's rained in 4 months. I don't even know if it's been 3 times. So it's much milder, predictable weather in Ho Chi Minh City, and that's what I need. I need some sunshine in my life. I need the greenery. You see this? You know what I'm saying? So the weather here in Ho Chi Minh just fits me so much better. So if you're planning a trip to Da Nang, make sure you go when it's not the rainy season. Or if you like the rainy season, don't mind it. Just be prepared for that. Just be prepared for that. So drop a comment below. Tell me, what are you thinking about the list so far? Did I leave anything out? Was there anything else that you wanted to know about Da Nang or Ho Chi Minh City that I haven't told you yet? Let me know. All right, and the last thing is Da Nang is smaller and less accessible than Ho Chi Minh City. So, for example, say I lost my passport or God forbid it was stolen or something. If I wanted to get a replacement, I would have to, and I lived in Da Nang, I would have to get on a flight and come to Ho Chi Minh City to replace it. Like they don't, you know, I'm from the United States where we can go to any post office or, you know, closest embassy and apply for what we need. We don't have to go all the way to Washington, D.C., you know, but abroad, you got to be near the capital to get stuff done, or you're going to find yourself traveling to the capital city to do basic tasks like replacing a passport or getting access to goods and services that you need. Maybe, you know, the hospitals are better in the bigger cities than in small town Da Nang. Da Nang, they are still building up. There was so much construction there, which is cool, right? But it was so much construction. They're still building. They're still building. So those are the reasons why I definitely would not move to Da Nang, Vietnam in 2026. If you're looking for a vacation, if you're looking for a little getaway, go. Da Nang is a vibe. I definitely would go back. And the next time I go back, I got to get some clothes made. Like I said, they got over 700 clothes tailors in that area. And my friend Tracy, who I met down there, she got 10 outfits made, custom made in 2 days for $650. So, you cannot beat that. So it does have some good things about it. Da Nang is a vibe. Go check it out, go have fun. But to move there, I would think twice. I think after a month or two, you would get burnt out. You would be over it, um, over the beach, over the small town life. It's not a big place. It takes about 20 minutes to go from one end of Da Nang to the other. So those are the reasons why. And when it comes to affordability, I would say that Da Nang and Ho Chi Minh City are about the same. I don't think either one is cheaper or more expensive. So if finances is a reason why you were thinking of moving to Da Nang, don't worry. it's affordable pretty much everywhere in Vietnam. I hope you liked this video. I hope that it gave you some new and good information. Hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.